is my library. Within these tomes you will find tales of monsters, both figurative and literal. Tales to make the strongest of us blanch in fear. Such stories are dangerous, and consumption must be strictly rationed. As such,
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Solo Rolling. Let me just move a couple things really quick. I have got a new setup tonight. It's still a work in progress, still working on quite a few things. One thing that I am working on is now I finally have 3 monitors, but it's not perfect yet. I think the monitor in the middle is a little bit too big, and it's just kind of messing up a little bit. And I want to eventually get my camera scooched over in front of me, but right now with the monitor stand, I'm still working on it. But yeah, welcome everybody. I was really excited for tonight. Went back to look at my notes to recap. I guess I didn't save my notes, but don't worry. I went and I watched the end-ish of the last YouTube session, which isn't public yet, but I'll make it public here soon. And then I remembered that I am facing almost certain death right now. But that's okay. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of what exactly is happening, I want to first say tonight's stream is sponsored by Tabula Sono. You'll probably see the chat bot popping up with a link to Tabula Sono here throughout the night, but I'll go ahead and drop one really quick for you all. Tabula Sono is it's a really cool virtual tabletop that it really brings to life that kind of sitting around a table feel where the DM has like a dry erase map, and you've all got minis, and he draws maps on the fly, or they draw maps on the fly. It is a very lightweight browser-based tabletop system where all you need to do is, as a GM, you make a game, you send a link to your players, they all hop in. You can draw, it's got a gridded floor, you can draw maps as you go, raise lower walls. You can import minis from Hero Forge or Eldritch Foundry, and they also have a huge library of minis that you can use for free. They are currently in Kickstarter right now throughout this month. Right now they're crushing it, but they could still use a little bit more help to help get them over to that goal. So again, head over to Kickstarter. It's a long link, but if you just search for Tabula Sono, you will surely find it. And it's a free to play or a free to use system. However, if you back it on Kickstarter, you get a couple goodies. You get, I think for the lowest tier you can back, you get like a month subscription, I believe, to their premium marketplace. And then you also get it early access and a couple of the cool things. And then as you pledge more and more, you get cooler and cooler things and more goodies. So highly suggest checking that out. We will be streaming that February 25th. It's a Friday. Excuse me. I'm going to be running a couple of the geese through kind of a just combat heavy dungeon crawl using that table. So I'm very excited for that. And yeah, if you've never watched Solo Rolling, what I usually do is I really try not to die while I play Dungeons & Dragons by myself without a DM. I usually don't have a cough. Actually, I take that back. I've had a cough the last couple, haven't I? I don't always have a cough. How about that? And I don't always survive. Tonight, I think, is going to be one of those times. Because I'll do a recap of the last parts of this adventure. Tonight we were playing Siege at Lamstrand Long. Let me pull up my character sheet. I could probably use that. That would be helpful. I'm playing Harry Three Fingers. He is a Minotaur swashbuckling rogue, and I thought I would do pretty good with a swashbuckler rogue because they are able to do a lot of cool stuff without needing uh, friendlies near them, like getting sneak attack and stuff. However, I've had a rough go, but that's mostly due to roll 20. And here we go. Alright, I had to pull up that character sheet. So, what happened on the first parts of this adventure? A couple things have happened. I started off, me and my friend Latchboy were following a caravan outside of the town that had a book we were hired to retrieve. We found some, kind of stick in the mud mercenary guardsmen that was also hired to track them down and save them. So we kind of teamed up with Carmel, and from there we tracked the bodies that looked like they had been webbed and dragged, which is scary enough. We tracked them to a cave. Went in the cave, found these weird spider-person hybrids. Fight after fight after fight. You know what tore me up more than anything? It was, I was trying to climb through a tunnel too small that had jagged rocks on it. And correct me if I'm wrong, Randall, I think that did the most damage to me out of everything that night. That absolutely destroyed me. So that was very unfortunate. But, we survived, and we found somebody named Melly, who was a prisoner from these spider beings, and I believe got the book back. I think Melly had the book, and we saved Melly and the book. On our way out, trying to leave, we got attacked by, we got attacked by some more of the spider things. Really barely made it out of there. Luckily, we didn't have to kill them. We just had to get out into the sunlight because they don't like sunlight. Did that. Felt really good about myself. It was almost the end of the night. And then what would happen other than we see soldiers coming up towards us, which we presume to be friendly. But at the same time, we see two giant spiders coming to attack us. I have... Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I do apologize for my calls. I don't know if this is right. This says I've got 13 points of health. And I thought at the end of the last stream, I was talking like I was dead as a doorknob. I was like a breath away from death. And what we have to do is we have to defend Carmel for casting... he's casting some kind of protection aura. I don't think it's Lehman's Tiny Hut, but it's something like that. And we have to hold them off a set amount of rounds while he casts that and while we wait for these reinforcements. I think that's it. I don't know why I've got 13 points of health, but... I mean, it's D&D Beyond, I can't lie, right? It is Lehman's Tiny Hut. Okay. Well, luckily I pulled up the old video so that I was able to find what page I was on. I was on 58. I updated the map also. Oh, this is 258. Whoa, we are still all the way back on 1058. Here we go. So, as Carmel continues the casting, townside spiders skitter up the trail after you, pouring onto the plateau. As we can see from the map, me, PC, begin this battle 15 feet away from two big spiders. Okay, I'm gonna start updating this map real quick. Actually, what number? 0 and 0. I think we were saying that I was Marcus the Vampire. Latch Boy begins 25 feet from them. I think we are using Ulrich for Latch Boy. And there's a chance. Okay, and then so Carmel and Melly. So Melly was helping us last time in throwing rocks, which was really cool. Was not upset about that, but not sure how much she's going to be helping this time. It looks like she's hanging out in Lehman's tiny hut waiting for us. So, I don't even want to jinx this, but depending on the rolls, there's a chance. I do have a backup plan if I die. I pretty much will take 1 embarrassment point and then just top off my health, and we'll see how many embarrassment points I end by the end of this adventure, because we're pretty early on in it still. Okay, but I think we could do this with me having 13 health. I don't know why I was so doom and gloom last time. Okay, the following events happen on their stated combat rounds. Start of every round, Melly throws a rock at a spider. That's cool. So she is still throwing rocks. End of every round, roll a d6. If the result is 1 to 4, that's a big... that's a big chance, Randall. 1 to 4, another big spider to the map on the same numbered diamond as the roll. Okay, cool. Okay. End of round 6. So I'm going to need to track how many rounds we've had. Round 1. Wait. Okay, so do they have a set initiative? Here we got this more stuff. Carmel continues to cast a spell each round. It will finish at the end of round 6. Study the conclusions to learn the spell effects. Each turn, each spider moves towards and attacks you or Latch Boy, whoever's closest. The spiders don't attack the others. Okay. All right, we can do this. We can do this. Let's get it. So I guess we first need to roll some initiative. I got a 14. Not terrible. Let's get Latch Boy's stats pulled up. There it is. So he's got a +3. Okay. 14 and 11, and then these big spiders have +1. Okay, and they all go on the same initiative, it says. Ooh! Things are looking up tonight. Things are looking up tonight. Okay. Make sure to review... Okay, lose special. If any spider gets next to Carmel, he loses concentration. Ooh. If you or Latch Boy both fall 0, if you or Latch Boy dies, win. On the 7th or any later rounds, if you are both into the circle, whether unconscious or not. Okay. Alright. Alright. Well, first things first, Melly is going to go ahead and chuck a rock at this first one, like closest to me. There we go, Melly. There we go. Okay. This thing has 7 points of health. I get to roll a d3 plus 2. Man. Okay. Okay. We got a 2 and a 7 now. Alright. Alright. Okay. And then it's my turn. I'm gonna... Sorry if the combat goes a little slow tonight. I'm really gonna be trying to not earn any embarrassment points. I mean, I think the best thing to do is... Oof, unfortunately they are within 5 feet of each other, aren't they? So I can't get a sneak attack. Though I don't think I really need to get a sneak attack if I shot that first one with my bow. Because it's only got 2 health left, so no matter what, if I hit it, it would die. I wouldn't even need a sneak attack. I'm just really making sure that I keep an eye out on everything I can do. Because with a swashbuckler, I can do a couple cool things. Like I can, if I make a melee attack against a creature, that creature can't make an opportunity attack against me. So I could go in, poke one, and back out, which would be pretty funny. I think I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna move up right between the two of them. Because I don't want them to get to Carmel and him lose concentration. So I'm gonna get here, and I'm actually going to be using a dagger on the weakest spider, so that I can try to hit it. 22. That thing is dead. 6 points of piercing. Scoot that guy off to the side because I'm probably gonna need it. So as I cut that one apart, I'm gonna turn towards the last one, and with my offhand attack, a natural 1. Well, that is very unfortunate. That was so when you attack two-handed. I gotta refresh myself. That is my action and my bonus action. Right, your bonus action is your 2-weapon fighting thing. Yeah, 2-weapon fighting. Okay, so that's my bonus action. Okay, then I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna sit there and hope that Latch Boy can come and really tear these people up. Latch Boy, what do you got? What do you got? Latch Boy's gonna come up with me. Latch Boy's gonna go ahead, run up on this guy. This spider guy, not to be confused with Spider-Man, and one fell swoop, he is going to get an absurd amount of damage because of sneak attack. 6 plus 3. Don't even need the sneak attack damage as he clefts that thing in 2. That was really a teamwork thing. Melly's rock really came in clutch for that. Okay. Alright. So we end of the round. End of the round. Roll a d6. A 3. Ooh. Okay, alright though, but that one is that one's pretty far away, right? They gotta come down and around? Or this thing could probably just climb down this wall, I would imagine, honestly. Okay, but still, it was the end of the round, so it missed its turn, luckily. And then we will go up to round number 2. Alright, I really thought, like, this was going to be a 6-minute stream, I was going to die, and that was going to be it. But now, things are looking up. What is 20-foot range? Ooh. So Melly could scoot right there. Still be in the circle. It's not exactly scaled right, so that's why Mellie's looking like she's outside the circle, but I'm saying she's like right inside of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang it. It's too far for Mellie to hit. She's not coming out of that circle. I was gonna say I wonder if we could give her disadvantage to try to wing this rock even further, but yeah, Randall, I know I'm sounding like really excited right now, but that's just because I made it past one round of combat. I can see this. If you don't kill a spider every single round, it's gonna come and bite me in the ass. But I'm hoping that doesn't happen. So it goes to me, and I am going to fire a shot. I'm going to fire a shot because with my swashbuckler, I'll get sneak attack if I hit this thing. 14 does hit this thing. Look at that. Even without the sneak attack, again, 7 points of damage. Okay, we just got to keep these rolls going. What's Lash Boy gonna do? Oh, I forgot he was supposed to have advantage. Well, I mean, it didn't come into play, but I need to try to remember that. I need to try to remember everything that's gonna help me because, like last stream, things got really, really rough. I think Lash Boy is going to maybe hide. Maybe he'll like hunker down behind a boulder or something so that he can maybe get some advantage if something comes his way. We'll see how good he hides real quick. Natural 20. I can't find Latch Boy. The alien done gobbled him up. I don't know where Latch Boy is anymore. Roll a d6. 2. Ooh, closer this time. Okay, all right. And then we'll tick it up. Carmel's over there. Round 3. We're getting there. Round 3. I am going to try to. I'm going to shoot it with my bow again. I just want to make sure it's swashbuckler. You don't need advantage to get sneak attack. Okay. So I wanted to make sure that I wanted to see if I got advantage also for swashbuckler shit, but I do not, which is unfortunate. But I will go ahead and still just pop a shot. Oh, my second natural 1. Okay. Oh, yeah, Randall, you're right. If you don't kill a spider, it gets real scary. Bonus action, bonus action, bonus action. Oh yeah, I should have had him ready, arranged to... Well, I think he's down a couple times. Well, I guess we could have said he picked up the stackers last time. He's been throwing them so much. I can either dash, disengage, or hide. No, I don't think hiding's really gonna get me anything. Especially with fucking Latch Boy taking up all the hiding spots. Alright, so I'm gonna say Latch Boy. And then Latch Boy has attack rolls against a creature if an ally is within 5 feet of the creature. So that's not the case. But coming from a hidden spot, he will have advantage, which is going to be nice because he's going to be hurling a dagger. +5 to hit. I cannot wait till this cough is gone. 19. I'm gonna roll again. Just try to get a natural 20. Okay. So 19. And that is for a 1d4 plus 3. Oh, 5. I was really hoping for that 7. How many daggers you got? Let me see. How many daggers you got, the last boy? 4. 4 daggers. Okay, he's gonna throw another one. I don't want any spiders at the end of the round. 12 does hit. These things have 11 armor class, so even with a natural 1, he's able to pierce that one. It drops dead. Ooh. Another 2. Oh no. It's coming right back. Yeah, Randall. See, if I didn't kill that one, now another one would be there. Yeah, it would start to snowball really fast. But okay. I'm going to take that up to round 4. Excuse me. I'm going to have Mel ready a ranged attack if anything ever gets in within 20 feet of her. So 1, 2, 3. Let me use a roller. Well, I don't know. Okay, so I think she'll be good. I think she'd be good to say that if anything gets, within arm's reach of Latch Boy, she's gonna hurl a rock at it. And that's gonna be her whole turn. For me, I mean, I like the spot we're in. I feel like we've got a pretty good distance away from like all of them, and I like to be next to Latch Boy since we're both rogues. So I'm gonna stay here, and I'm just gonna fire another shot. I'm gonna keep, as soon as these spiders keep popping up, I'm gonna keep, shooting them down. Nice. See that swashbuckler. So I wanted to play a rogue on solo rolling for a long time, but it doesn't really make sense to be a rogue unless you're gonna be a swashbuckler where you don't need a friend on the enemy. And it's really coming in handy. And then I am going to have Latch Boy. Yeah, I'm gonna have him. My hesitation is: do I have him ready to throw his 2 attacks, or throw his last 2 daggers, or do I run and try to pick up those daggers? Danny, I haven't died yet. I think you were watching the last one, Danny, when I was getting absolutely destroyed, and I completely thought I was going to come into this episode and just get demolished. Somehow it's going pretty good. These spiders keep spawning because I keep rolling bad on the spider spawn rolls, but I've been taking them out pretty good. Let me see, what's Latch Boy's speed? Is it 20 or 30? I mean, is it 30 or 40? He's a human. So I think it'd be 30? Unless he's got some rogue shit. Yeah, that'd be 30. Alright. So I'm going to do a little bit of math real quick. Okay, here's what he's gonna do. He's gonna run, pick up his daggers, turn, and run back. And then he's gonna use his action to ready the attack. If a spider comes jumping at us again, he's gonna get them. Did I really not post the link to... Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Alright, so D6. Oh, that's a new spot. So as soon as he spawns, Lash Boy is gonna let loose. Just I think he can only do one. It's gonna hit though. If he rolls max damage here, he could kill it. Okay, or he could roll minimum damage. So he hurls one. That thing's down to 3 health now. And back up to the order. And we're at round 5. So Danny, we just need to make it to round 7. And then Carmel is going to finish casting Lehman's Tiny Hut. We're all going to hide in there until the mercenaries come and pretty much back us up. Okay. So that means that ticked it up. Melanie's got her ready to attack. I'm gonna fire a shot. If I hit this thing, it's dead, no matter what. Oh, third natural one tonight. Oh, man. I shouldn't have talked so much shit. So, the good thing is, Lash Boy's back up to 3 daggers. He's gonna throw one, and I'm hoping I don't need to throw a second one. I don't think I'm going to. I think this is gonna kill it no matter what. Yes. Latch Boy's head count tonight is a lot higher than mine. But unfortunately now Latch Boy can't ready another attack. But he could. I'm gonna have him run, pick up 2 daggers again, and come back. That's why I like this spot, and I like that the spiders have been spawning in 1 and 2. Speaking of the spider spawning, 2 again. Wow. So Danny, pretty much if I roll a 1, 2, 3, or 4, it spawns a spider in that spot. If I roll a 5 or 6, no spider spawns that round, which would be really good. But they keep on coming. I just blinked on what spider spawn rolls. Yes. I'm blanking on what round that was. Why did I just spawn a spider? Was at the very end when I did it while I ticked up? So that was round. Am I still on round? Am I going into round 5 now, or is I? Man, I messed myself up. I'll just say we're going into round 5, which means that it is about to begin round 5. Okay, I don't know why I just had a complete brain fart and completely forgot what round and everything was, but. So I'll go first. Everyone knows by this point what I'm going to be doing. This is going to be a natural 20, just 1 clean shot. I will take that. And I will take that sneak attack damage for a total of 11 and just get that spider right out of there. Which is cool because, again, we'll have Latch Boy ready attack. If one comes, he's going to be throwing a dagger at it. I think I've got this down now. I can kind of speed it up where it's going to be new spider on 4. Ooh, that's not going to be as good because now if Latch Boy hits this thing with a throwing dagger, he's not going to be able to get that back. Oof. Okay. And then we go up to round 6. And at round 6, I'm not going to lose track again. That means that it's my turn. I'm really hoping I can hit this thing. Ooh, gonna miss it by 1. Gonna miss it by 1. It's very unfortunate. What's Latch Boy's range on these daggers? 2040? 2040. Oh, Latch Boy might have to move. Latch Boy's gonna have to move, aren't you? Okay. He's gonna throw 2 daggers, and that means that those 2 daggers are gonna be out of commission for a bit. But I don't want to go into a round with the spider. Oh, the 11 hits, but the only way it's gonna die is he rolls max damage. Not a d20. That would be cool though. Or, oh no, this thing still got 3 health. Okay. Well, this is gonna be the first time that the spider gets to take a turn. We've been tearing him up so bad, but, yeah, it's got climbing speed, so I think it's gonna be able to just climb right down that little mountain just fine. It's gonna come right at me. But that does mean that's gonna be Melly's. She's had a rock blocked back and ready to throw for so long now that she's gonna finally throw it for a +4. Oh my goodness. So as soon as the thing comes charging at me, I've got 3 health and Millie does. I'm gonna make it 2d3 with the crit. +2. 7 points. Oh man, Millie could have taken it out by herself and we wouldn't have had to have lost a dagger. Good job, Millie. Came in clutch. I was worried about that. Which means roll for spider. Oh! Oh, look at that. It was like perfection because now we're going to round 7. Which means end of round 6. Carmel finishes casting Magnificent Mansion. Enemies cannot enter or attack. Which means that on the 7th or any later rounds, we just have to get into the circle. Well, heck yeah, we both got the speed to make it. We're gonna hop right into that circle. I seriously, even after I watched the recap of the last adventure, and I remembered how bad we got tore up, I really thought that it was gonna be, we lose, and then I was gonna have to respawn. But somehow, Randall, for whatever reason, Roll20 is on my side tonight. Because that was all on Roll20 right there. Cornwall finishes the spell and a dome of force rises from the ground around him. He calls you and Latchwood to join him and Melly as quickly as possible. More spiders climb onto the plateau from its edges as you reach the protected space. They surround the dome, even crawling atop of it, but can't get inside. Ooh, don't like that. Yeah, the last, I think Roll20 developers are making it up to me. They probably saw the last stream and were like, we can't let that happen again. Protected by the spell, you watch as spiders swarm the area, unable to reach you. This is still terrifying, though. Like, if for whatever reason, this dome went down, oh god, stuff of nightmares. How's the video quality, guys? I'm seeing that I'm dropping frames, and I don't know why. I want to make sure it's not too bad. It shouldn't be. I'm hardwired in. I don't know why this is saying. It's saying it dropped 37% of my frames. I hope not. Alright. They seem confused, angry, they linger for about 10 minutes, and then they begin to die. The first spider falls to a crossbow bolt, then a volley of shafts cuts through the crowd. The pack turns and swarms in the direction of the shots, and furious melee ensues. It is dropping frames? Oh, what is going on? My CPU is only at 0.7%. Hardwired in. Okay, well my download's saying 530 megs, so let's see what my upload is. Watch my upload be like half a meg. Sorry for the pause, by the way. I just want to make sure that my upload is 135. What are you doing, OBS? No, I need to... Yeah, I've got 130 upload. Sorry, I'm just gonna try to fix this really fast. Streaming. Yeah, it's saying I'm dropping 37% of my frames, which is very odd. Okay, I found some checkbox I want to change, but it's not letting me click, which is very unfortunate. Excuse me. Alright. We'll see how that goes. Now I've went from, instead of red, I'm now seeing yellow and green. There's red again. Dang it, what is going on? Yeah, this is my second stream down here, so it's a little new, a little different, but with me being hardwired in and my speed test showing all that fast, okay. Alright. I guess we'll just, hop back into it. Oh, no! I closed my, closed all my dang tabs on accident. My mouse is being weird too. My mouse has been kind of like uh, being choppy, and I'm wondering if. Not sure. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. I think it might be something on my computer. Everything's looking good. Memory and CPU are down to like 20%. GPU's down low. Alright, well. We will go from there. Okay. Gotta pull up my character sheet again because that's what happens when you close all of your tabs. Okay, I think it's gonna need to be something that I swap on OBS settings, but unfortunately, that means that I will need to reboot it. So I think for now we'll just continue for this last 45 minutes, hour or so. Um, okay. A minute later, soldiers swarm the plateau, taking the place of the spiders. They form a defensive ring. A soldier with a crested helmet approaches your magical refuge and motions for you to come out. It is then that you recognize your rescuers. These are not the city guard that Carmel traveled with to summon from Raznalatar. These are Red Shields, a mercenary company stationed in Waterdeep on the Seeker's Coin. Seekers. Those are the people that we are kind of in cahoots with. You follow Latchboy out to speak with the mercenaries, and only then do you see that Arnold is among your rescuers, and he smiles and waves at you. Oh, Arnold, coming in clutch. Arnold approaches you through the line of red shields. Are you done here? Are you ready to go, or should we wait? The mercenaries break into laughter at Arnold's joke. You wonder if that's part of his duties that Arnold pays them for. Soon you are marching down the mountain between two columns of red shields. Carmel sleeps like an infant in the arms of the largest mercenary. I forgot Carmel's pretty messed up. A red-eyed human with bulging muscles, muscles and a silk head scarf. Melly is tired too, but she manages to walk. By nightfall, even the red shields look exhausted. Arnold brought them from Waterdeep. These mercenaries must have endured repeated forced marches to reach you so quickly. The column finally stops, though you don't hear anyone give the order. You recognize the flat ground as a place where you camped on your way up. Half the mercenaries curl up on the ground and are soon asleep. Ooh, take a short rest. Don't mind if I do. See how many hit die I have left. I got one hit die left. Shoot. A D8 plus 2. Oh, not that great, but I mean, I'll take 5 points of healing. Okay. Scant few hours after stopping, and sometime before dawn, the mercenaries start breaking camp. Latchboy prods Arnold repeatedly before the half elf, complaining the whole time, gets up and begins rolling up his blanket. As he does this, the spiders attack again. Oh, come on! Unseen by your sentries, the arachnids crept up on your camp as you rested. The only warning is the screech of a bat. Carmel's familiar, but the old man doesn't have time to sound an alarm. The spiders use new tactics this time. They hang back in the cover of the boulder field to avoid the crossbows. A fat, yellow spotted spider, oof, larger than the others, begins spitting gobs of goo. From the cover of a boulder, it lobs the goo in the great arcs and it falls among your allies. A blob falls near you, the sludge hisses as it burns the dirt and stone. Then a nearby mercenary screams and his body jerks, curling into a ball. He was barely spattered. This goo must have a paralytic component. Then you look down, seeing a speckling of the yellow goo on your chest, and you taste something strange and your eyes start to hurt. What is this? Con saving throw. Man, I wish I was a barbarian still. A 12. 10 or higher. Most of the red shields were sleeping a minute ago, and they're slow to react. But when they do, their coordination is impressive. Spear-wielders charge into the boulders, finding and killing the arachnid artillery, then finishing off the smaller spiders. This attack was quickly defeated, but it took a toll. Several mercenaries were burned by the acid and unable to walk. Latchboy took only a small hit, but he complains that his arm is useless and it's getting worse. Oh, fuck. Melly was not so lucky. She has nasty burns across her neck and is unable to move. The dwarf's eyes twitch upward and her fingers clench into tight fist. From his walk, you think that Arnold was hit too, but as you learned on Anchor Island, the half-elf is not likely to complain about an injury until he falls over from it. The Red Shields abandon what's left of the little camp and press on, leaving packs behind and taking only their weapons. Many of them must now carry those who are injured or paralyzed. Everyone is tired, no one talks. The sun finally rises and climbs towards its zenith before you are out of the spider's territory. The stones no longer bear little tendrils of webbing. Then the high road comes into sight. Arnold explains that the bulk of the mercenary force is camped there, where the caravan was ambushed. You look back, certainly you won't be truly safe until you reach the larger camp. Oh, come on. Come on, we're good. We're safe. You push on into the early evening, eager to reach the high road and the fortified camp there. About 50 more red shields are there, still preparing defenses. A lone pavilion stands at the center. Around it is a ring of wagons. Some of those are Red Shield's vehicles, but the rest are the caravan wagons from the ambush, drug into place to bolster the fortifications. Outside of the wagons is a larger ring of sharpened stakes. You wonder what it cost Arnold to mobilize so many mercenaries, particularly on short notice. A sentry leads your little group through the picket, and large torches burn from atop poles in the ground, lighting your way past a cover wagon and up the pavilion. Inside, Arnold ignores the food that's waiting on a low table, preferring to curl up in a cot and rest his twitching knee. The Red Shields carry Latchboy in and place him beside Arnold, and his condition has worsened in recent hours. Like Arnold, he is out of action from the paralytic toxin. You wonder how long their recovery is going to take. At the same time, Melly's been improving. Though terribly scarred across the neck, she has almost returned to full mobility. Cormel, now rested after being carried down the mountain, was not taken to the pavilion, but he enters a few minutes later. I just talked to Marshal Trium of the Red Shields, and he's on his way here and wants to talk to you. Do I have Polybolos? I don't think so. I don't know what that is. Nope, I don't have Polybolos. A human with dark hair and beard enters the tent. He wears the same scale armor as the Red Shields, but the helmet he carries bears an unfamiliar rank insignia. The man straightens to salute you. I'm Marshal Trium. Now we can... And you hear a horn sound, interrupting what the marshal is about to say. The perimeter! Defend the perimeter! The major dons his helmet as he dashes out, and he lifts the flap of the pavilion, looking out over the scene of ordered chaos. The Red Shields are lining up at picket lines. Oh, God. Just outside, one of the mercenary drags the tarp off a wagon, revealing a large tripod-mounted crossbow. Fuck yeah! Next to the largest lantern you've ever seen. The mercenary yanks the lantern sparker and lifts the shutter, swinging a powerful beam of light over the pickets and into the night. The light reflects off of a sea of red eyes. Hundreds of creatures can be seen lurking in the distance of the sparse trees. Man, why do these spiders? In the distance, Marshal Trium again calls everyone to defend the barricades, and you are about to join them when your weary body reminds you how long it's been since you had a real chance to rest. Maybe the Red Shields can manage this battle on their own? Would it be cowardice to remain here? Ooh. Oh no, don't put this choice on me. Carmel draws his silver wand and hurries out into the night, glancing back to see if you're following. Melly leaves the pavilion right after she carries one of the spears. Yeah, I should probably go help, shouldn't I, Danny? Man, I'm really wondering about this dropping of frames. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go help Danny. I guess. Okay. I dropped my bit rate down a little bit, so the quality might drop a little bit, but at the same time, the choppiness should go away. And then I'll try to figure it out what's going on later. Okay, let's go help to run. Okay, well I'm at least gonna lower my desk and I'm gonna sit down now. I've been on my feet like all day, so. Oh no. Now you're gonna see the mess that is the floor behind me with all, yeah, lots of stuff, lots of junk, but that's okay. Let's go help. More spiders. Let's get tabletop audio back on here because they've got fun spider sounds. Ooh, I don't like these spider sounds. Okay. You rush to the battle line, filling a gap between two pike bearers. As though on cue, the spiders rush the camp from all directions. Man, what do these spiders want so bad? The first one that comes out at your position simply runs itself onto the sharpened stakes at your feet. Oh yeah, sucker. The second spider fares no better, but the next few monsters scuttle over the bodies of their comrades and leap at you. Two spiders come at you. You can engage them at range or let them close to melee before you act. You get your turn first in the round before the spiders get a turn. You can't move from your post, but you can otherwise act normally. Okay. Alright. I think with that, the foes have 5 HP and 11 armor class. Okay. They're both within 5 feet of each other, which is unfortunate. That means I don't get my sneak attack. You can affect them at 20 feet or at 5 feet. Okay. You've learned to distinguish and identify the different spiders in the swarm. Oh. Okay, there's one jumper and one blue slasher. If either survives an attack you is following, jumper, roll a melee weapon attack against your armor class +5. Normal hit inflicts 2 piercing and 1 poisoning. Blue slasher rolls a melee attack against your AC with the +2. Normal hit deals 3 piercing and 2 poison. Ooh, so pretty much one's a little bit more accurate. The one that jumps is more accurate. Okay, I'm going to shoot the more accurate one. Because Roll20's been treating me right tonight. And I hope I didn't just jinx that, but I'm gonna shoot the yellow jumper. 21, and they've got 5 health. Ooh. 3? How did my... A D6 +2, holy cow. Oh my goodness, that bow is not very good, is it? Oh no, so that means they're both gonna get to hit me, isn't it? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Alright. Okay, so we'll do the yellow jumper first. 7's not gonna do it. That thing's gonna jump right at me and scare the shit out of me, but then this one... Whoa, natural 20. Oh my goodness. I think I'll go ahead and just do the average instead of rolling, because... it's gonna be 5 points of damage. Of course, the one that does more damage hits. Alright. Alright. Pop open another cruise and get ready to get these things. See, now I don't have my teammate. That's what it is. I don't have Latch Boy anymore. I need Latch Boy with me. Okay. Fight on to stay in guard against the second wave. So does that mean, okay, and the red brands come to my aid. So I'm guessing they finish those two off, and now I can just either fight on. I'm gonna fight on. Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna defend a little bit more. This is fun, Randall. I like this different kind of combat. The spider's advance falters against the red shield's pike formation. The creatures that don't fall back are quickly skewered by the mercenaries. In this moment of reprieve, you see Marshall lead a formation of heavily armored mercenaries out past the pickets. They're advancing on a giant spider the size of a house? Fuck off. I don't think I'm gonna go help them. If that's a choice, I don't think I'm gonna take that. You wonder if you can help, but then the next wave of spiders. Okay, good. I'll take the little spiders, please. This time they're more wary. They stop short of their defensive line, rearing up on their hind legs, and spitting that goo at me. Two spiders prepare to attack from a 20-foot distance. You get your turn first in the round before the spiders, but you can't close to melee. Okay. Alright, so one is a mist breather, and one's a glob spitter. Mist breather, make a con 10 dex save. If you fail, take 4 poison, or make a DC 13 dex save. If you fail, take 3. Well, my dex save is 5, con save's 3, so honestly, con save I've got a better chance at, because my con's only 2 less, but the save is 3 less. Ooh, but it does more damage. I don't care. I'm going for the glob spitter, mostly because I saw what the glob spitter did last time, and it sucked. They really tore stuff up. So come on, let's shoot this bow. Let's not do bad damage this time. 11 does hit. I need to do 5 points of damage. I also need to restart my PC or something after this, because something weird's happening. 7! Nice. Okay, so I take out the glob spitter well enough. Now I have to make a con saving throw against this mist breather. 14! See? Oh, my dex save would have saved too, but I don't care. I hold my breath real hard against that mist. I mean, I'll stay and fight. I think I'm gonna keep staying and fighting until, like, as the second wave falls back, you see another group gathering in the trees. A beam of light from a massive lantern plays across their writhing, twitching bodies. Their red eyes turn towards you, and then they charge. This time, the horde is too thin to pose much of a threat to the defenders. Still, a larger horse-sized specimen selects you as the weak point. That's hurtful. Attacking you directly, it launches a long, sticky web at you, hoping to drag you out from behind the thickets. Oh, fuck off. Okay, I get my turn first, though. Okay, cool. I mean, you know what I'm gonna do? My bow. 22. How much HP this guy got? 10? Oh, I was gonna say, so I guess that matters if I'm gonna get sneak attack or not. But either way, it would only be down to 9, so I don't think it matters at all. Okay. Alright. If it survives... Yeah, Danny, I'd give him a 0 out of 5. I'm not liking these spiders a whole lot either. It did make a save, so I can either make a athletics or acrobatics. My acrobatics is +6, so guess what? Flip, flip, motherfucker. 26, a natural 20. Woo! Ooh! Yes, if you succeed, go to 137. Now that was a clutch nat 20 right there. I did not want to get wet by that. Despite the terrifying nature of the swarms, good tactics and tools allowed the Red Shields to win the protracted battle. Although the battle is over after a few quick waves, the mercenaries remain vigilant at the pickets until dawn. Thank you for suggesting I go, Danny, because I don't know what would have happened if I would have not. Carmel approaches you, stowing his silvered wand inside of his pocket. The old man's face is marked with soot and a splatter of blood. Something drove him back. It doesn't make sense. They kept coming, even when they were taking tremendous losses, and all this so they could drag away a few more corpses? That's what I'm asking, Carmel. Carmel stares at a bundle in his hands as he says this. Something about it bothers him. Then you recognize Melly's colorful merchant robe. It's torn to shreds. No! I saw you holding back the line. I was impressed with your work. You saved a lot of lives tonight. No, if this is your first... Oh. Melly died? Melly seriously saved my ass by throwing rocks so many times. So many times. I can't believe that. It's near noon when the Red Shields have finished packing up and preparing to march toward Waterdeep. And it takes an extra hour to I don't know why I say bury. That was a weird way to say that. Bury the fallen Red Shields. Many bodies, including Melly's, are never recovered. You ride in a wagon alongside Latchboy and Arnold. Both seem to be recovered from the toxin. Latchboy drags a stick along the ground, making a trail in the gore as the wagon carries you away. You notice that a lot of the Red Shield's equipment is stained with black with spider guts. That was a battle their company won't soon forget. Yeah, me neither. It's a shame about Melly. It was worth it when we were getting at least one of those merchants out. Worth it. As a strange sentiment, you remember your real mission to recover the lost history book. The heavy tome is still among your possessions, and only now do you remember to give to Arnold, making sure your hands are clean before touching the ancient book. Arnold doesn't say anything. He just opens the book and starts reading. Later that afternoon, your column encounters another group of soldiers heading to the other direction. This must be the Waterhavian soldiers Cornwall's familiar requested from the outpost. The Armlar gets out of the wagon to join them, and before Cornwall leaves, he tries to say something to Arnold. He can't quite get an apology out of his mouth, though, so he simply pats the half-elf on the arm, and he waves from the back of a wagon as he rides toward the caravan's ambush site. Arnold keeps reading. At one point, he lets out a long, hearty laugh, and then he turns the pages and falls back into silence. Fuck is this, a comic book? The other Red Shields in the wagon while away their time, stripping leaves from a collection of tried twigs. And one of the mercenaries, a lizard folk archer whose scales have browned with age, measures the leaves into his pockets. I don't have that training. 82. As hours of the day pass, you watch the Red Shields at their work. Seeing your interest, the lizard folk herbalist invites you to help strip leaves and measure packet weights that will later get brewed down into powerful antitoxin. In this time, the mercenaries talk about brewing process for these herbs and their intended uses. The Red Shields are an old mercenary group, and they frequently clash with the young T over their homeland. This concoction helps them against the poison of those creatures. After a few hours, you're sure you could duplicate this recipe. Ooh, I get toxin training. I'm sure that's not going to come in handy this adventure. In thanks for your help through the day, the Lizardfolk Alchemist gives you a dose of Red Shield Antitoxin. Okay. Now what that does. Oh, here it does. The user gets advantage on saving throws against poison until for 20 hours max. Oh, yes. That evening, the Red Shields make camp beside a busy wayhouse a few hours outside of Waterdeep. Arnold is tired of bed rolls. He invites you and Latchboy to accompany him for hot food and soft beds at the end. When the meal concludes, the three of you sit in Arnold's room while he shows you several passages he marked in a recent history of the Lantanese invention. It relates to the Arnold Gate, the Argent Gate, Arnold explains. There's nothing new in here, but it confirms a few things the Seekers have been assuming. Look at this part. We could have used this book a while ago. Arnold reaches over and flips some pages, nearly causing you to drop the book. Here. You read a historian's warning about the gate having lost stability over a decade after it was built. There's a minimum safe distance everyone must stand from it, lest they get sucked into the portal. Yeah, that happened. It looks like 18 feet is the safe distance. Not that I didn't enjoy our last island vacation. Yeah, fuck off, Arnold. You finish reading the other passages before handing the book back. None of them seem really informative, and none of the reports indicate that these historians knew the full power of the gate. At least we should get rewarded for bringing it back to Gondar. Latchboy perks up. With all the merchants dead, it seemed like no reward for this mission. Arnold returns to reading the book, and we retire to our rooms. Ooh, long rest? You get an early start next morning. You're surprised to find Arnold knocking on your doors before dawn. Those mercenaries are paid by the day, and I have more work for them in Waterdeep before the sun sets. Long rest. Thank you, Randall. I cannot believe I have made it out of this adventure, of all that. Cannot believe it. I seriously thought like I was going to come in here with my tail between my wet legs and just be like, everyone, I'm sorry, I died. I'm just going to restart with more help. Soon you are back in the lead wagon, rolling toward the city with the sleepy mercenaries marching alongside. You go your separate ways at the north gate. Most of the Red Shields leave to store their equipment in a warehouse and stable their horses. The rest of the company, Arnold, to his office. You and Latchboy hurry down the high road until you reach the trades ward. The familiar smells of the city greet the two of you as you make your way through Slipstone Street and your hideout above the bakery. Ooh, let me get some Waterdeep ambience going. Here we go. We're in a city now. We can cut the spider stuff out. I don't even know if you all can hear the ambience or not. I hope it's loud enough. It's still morning. Most of your friends are asleep, but they wake for long enough to hear Latchboy recount your adventure. When it's done, Latchboy goes to sleep too, but you stay in the planning room to wait for Rufio to get home from his temple duties. When the Asimar arrives, he opens the door just as a messenger is coming up the stairs. You greet Rufio and then read the note from Arnold. It's time for the next pedal. Same place, come at noon. An easy one, but packed for a few days. Okay, maybe for a 10-day. Fucking Arnold. How many pedals? So for those of you who aren't all caught up on all the adventures, I'm pretty sure I've got 2 pedals. And the pedals are these Argent Gates. had 8 petals. I think they're like in a circle or a moon shape around the gates, and apparently when you like add petals to it, I think it unlocks new places you can pull it to. I forget exactly what adding the new petals do. I think I've got 2, so this is gonna be me going for number 3, I believe. Well, I don't have. The Seekers have one. It's time for the next petal. Same place. Come at noon. An easy one. An easy one. Yeah, sure, Arnold. The last line looks like it was added as an afterthought. Rufio nods knowingly and wishes you luck, and he rouses the rest of the gang to say goodbye. Well, is the latch boy coming? If I have new construction. Ooh, I don't think I do. No, I don't have new construction. You pass rows of shop on your way to the castle district, and you wonder if Cat Baratinde was at all a practical time estimate. Yeah, it seems like I'm going alone. Unless Latch Boy wakes up real quick and comes to... I hope somebody comes with me, because that's usually what saves me. You have enough time to buy and sell equipment before you meet Arnold. Shoot. I think I would just buy... Just trying to find how much. I've got some powdered diamond worth 50 gold. I will sell that. So I'll have 65 gold. How much is a healing potion? I can get 1 healing potion for 50, and I'm gonna do it. Okay. When you arrive at the embassy, you're surprised to see Arnold's waiting outside with a trio of red shields. This is strange because your previous visits required you to sneak into the old building. Arnold waits for his bodyguards to lead the way inside. When they're far enough ahead, he explains, "Our employers have achieved a return to Grace. They only went into hiding because of the faction hostility in the Temple of God, but they've negotiated their way back in. The Seekers are again influential enough to take over the curatorship of this old building, and we can come and go freely." Oh, that is awesome. This is a building that always had like it had like fucking animatronics and shit always trying to kill me. So I'm glad that we can just go in here now. It sounds like this explanation is missing a whole lot of details. You wonder if you're better off not knowing. Inside the old embassy, you see that a cleanup process is underway, finally. The beautifully carved ebony panels on the wall have been cleaned and chemicals brushed on to bring out the luster of the wood. The floor tiles are scrubbed, the dust covers taken off, the antique furniture and the glittering chandeliers dusted. It looks like they're fixing this building the lance needs to reoccupy. Now I've got the event new construction. Okay. In the basement, the cleanup is more evident. The traps seem to be gone, good. Particularly the alcoves that guarded the approach to the portal room. You wonder if the daily statues of God are still there, behind the new bricks. Hope not. "Wait here," Arnold says, approaching the argent gate. He takes out a measuring string and unrolls it towards you. Then he marks the floor with chalk. 18 feet for safety, plus 2 more for extra safety. The red shields look nervously at the measuring mark. One of them takes another step back, despite already being behind the line. Now, before you go, let me brief you. Alright, here we go. Ooh, I looked at the bottom and I saw chapter 2. Arnold sits on the box while he tells you about the mission. There's a town in the western heartlands called Lamstrand Long. It's on the river reaching. We've been wondering if it has anything to do with Kilnackie Lamstrand, given the name and some rumors about portals there. Thanks to that history book, we've confirmed that this is where a portal crafter grew up. She built the Argent Gate later in life, but you know Kilnackie linked all of her portals. The Seekers are sure these settings will get you there. Arnold shows you the diagram of the gate settings. The Seekers will want you to search the Lamstrand's old manor house in the village. If you're looking for any information Kilnackie might have left about the portal. But above all, you're looking for more petal keys. When your mission is done, this will recall you to Zorstar Temple. Arnold hands you a familiar looking belt. Before you say anything, I bought this one myself. There's no chance that Odabot replaced it with another cursed teleporter, and it was expensive, so don't lose it, and otherwise you're walking back. At Arnold's signal, one of the red shields produces a lockbox from his heavy backpack. Inside is the iron petal key, the first such key you found. Arnold takes it from the box and slides it into the gate's portal frame. His hand wanders towards the controls, but then he thinks better of it. You'd better set these yourselves. I don't want to be responsible. Arnold hurries back past the chalk line on the floor. You carefully move the settings until they match the diagram, and a light appears inside the frame, and you will walk in, not looking back. No one's coming with me? Oh no, my camera broke. There, I can do something. What is going on? Look at my hand. That is terrifying. There we go. Okay. What? Yeah, that was a bad one. That's the GoPro for you. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this kind of intro here. Siege and threat. Like your last trip through the Argent Gate, you feel a sense of weightlessness as numbing power washes over you. White light is all you can see. You sense the portal's destination is off target even before knowing where you are. Then gravity reasserts itself from a different direction. You stumble sideways before catching yourself. The white light fades and you find yourself on a grassy plain. The sky is clear of clouds. The winter air is cold despite the bright sunlight. When you look around for any feature or landmark that will tell you where you are. Okay, I think, man, I'm trying to think if gonna call it there. I think so. I think that's a good stopping spot. I don't really want to, go another 15 to 30 minutes and when we are at a definitive chapter 2 stopping spot here. So thank you all for watching, and a couple things to plug. Above me, GooseCon 2022. I was hoping to have the link for this page up right now, because Kickstarter told me that they would review it and get back to me by today, which is obviously not looking like it's happening. I'm pulling it up right now to see if it's been reviewed or not. No, it still says in review. Stay tuned, you'll get a response by February 10th. But it's 9 o'clock, so I don't know if I will. But other than that, yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. That's going to be in Cincinnati, Ohio. We're going to have Hopefully, if we are funded, we will have a very fun tabletop gaming convention where a bunch of people from the network will be there, and we'll have a bunch of live shows, a bunch of panels. It's going to be a lot of fun. Check out our newest show on the channel, Crits and Knits. The debut was last Wednesday and was an absolute treat. I cannot wait for next Wednesday when the episode 2 streams. The podcast is live now. You can search for Crits and Knits wherever you find podcasts at. We're gonna be dropping the first episode here very soon. We're waiting on one last piece to be able to drop that, but it should be going up. I'm hoping no later than tomorrow that will go up. I was looking for some people to raid. I think what we're gonna do is we are going to be raiding. Oh yeah, look, that link above that you can grab this adventure. But that link does not look right at all. I'll get that fixed. Anyway, I'm gonna be raiding. Let's see, is Cage live? I thought Cage was usually live on here. Okay, we're gonna be raiding You Meet in a Tavern. I really enjoy You Meet in a Tavern. It's a fun show. They just started their new campaign 2 weeks ago on stream, and it is a Call of Cthulhu adventure, and it's always a lot of fun. So make sure you give them a honk, let them know we sent you, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye everybody.